Hey guys, today I answer some of your questions live that you are asking in the Sprint Club. They are all around sales. How can I close deals better at a higher rate? How can I lose less deals? I almost got them, but then the deal doesn't close. What can I do better the next time? Let's go there. Let's do this, guys. If you're not in a Sprint Club, this is how you can join us. And it's 7 days free, so no risk. You can try it out. And these are the questions right now. Let's go to the sales channel. In the sales channel, it says, I just made a mistake on another call yesterday. After our meeting, we need a post-call checklist to show our mistakes and what we can do better. I am excited. Casey, so we need a checklist on what to do because I lost a deal. And then we have Andreas. Yes, the type of people sheet is very relevant indeed for those of us not trusted with it. How do you have a slide that explains the 3 types of buyers? Pre-call plan. You caught me during a pre-call planning session at the perfect time because I was into preparing a green call for a purely blue lead. So let's do this, guys. What are these colors that they're referring to? Let's share with you the model that we're using in the Sprint Club. There are 3 types of buyers: the blue one, the red one, and the green one. And you've probably experienced all of those. You talk to a CEO, you start building rapport, and then they tell you, dude, what's the ROI? I have 7 minutes more before the next meeting. And you start rushing it, and then you have a feeling, oh, this is not going well. And in fact, it's not going well, because when you meet a CEO is typically has a red pattern. So a CEO is a red type of decision maker, which means quick, decisive, impulsive, emotional, and zero patience, zero details. They don't want to know how something works. They don't care about it. They want to know that it works, and then they will decide if they go with your solution or not, and then they will move on. Okay, so that's the red type of buyer. And what's the next type of buyer? The next type of buyer is the green one. Green cares a lot about people, is talkative, loves consensus, loves connection, wants to meet human to human, loves to talk, decides slowly, needs many meetings to buy from you. Whereas red buys immediately. They either buy immediately in the first minutes or they don't buy. Green takes many calls, and in between calls, they have to talk to their colleagues, to their team, because they want everybody to be on board before anything starts. They're consensual. Then we have, whereas red is dominant, they just start. They decide and they start. They're usually the founder, the owner of the business, and they're independent because that's their pattern of deciding, right? They don't wait for others. They are pathfinders. Green, slow, needs client testimonials. Blue is very analytic. Blue is not showing their cards, so they are more reserved. They hate risk. They want facts, and they are more objective. What does it mean, objective? So a client testimonial for blue needs facts, figures, begin, and measurable results. Everything else for them is subjective. So marketing talk, subjective. Sales, they hate sales. They want facts, figures. They love spreadsheets. They hate meetings because meetings is just people talking about opinions, and opinions are subjective. They don't care about consensus. They care about objective truth. Where do you find objective truth? numbers, spreadsheets, maths, formulas, processes. They love compliance and they are compliant. They hate risk. So these are the three type of people. Think of a red person like being an athlete, and they're training, they're giving their best, they're in high intensity, and then they move on to the next training, to the next thing, to give it an interview. So they don't have a lot of time. They are intensely sprinting. The green ones, they have a lot of time, they want to hang out. And the blue ones, they want to be alone, thinking about it, modeling it on a spreadsheet, and then taking their own decision before they even talk to you. Ideally, they don't want to talk to you at all. They want to gather the information from your website and decide. So, what are these typical mistakes, and what can we tell now Casey and Andreas about what is going wrong in their deal preparation? Let me share with you one slide from the Sprint Club, because in the Sprint Club we have all this checklist of exactly how to sell to red buyers, and they have access to that, right? So we don't have to share that with them. They have access to that. They are in the Sprint Club, so they have all this checklist how to sell to red buyers, to green buyers, and to blue buyers. It's three different approaches, and you have to take them pretty seriously. But they're asking about the mistakes, so they're applying it, and they're, in this case, not closing. So these are the typical mistakes, because we think, okay, we need to be authentic. So if I'm red, I'm selling in a red way. If I'm green, I'm selling in a green way. No, the best salespeople are not authentic. They are adaptable. Why? Because it's not about us as a salesperson. It's about the buyer. The best sales process is helping to buy. So what are the typical mistakes? If I'm a red person, my typical mistake is that I'm probably being too aggressive, too fast. I'm talking ROI to a green person, and they will only listen to me in the third or fourth call after they know the names of my kids and how I spend my free time and which books I'm reading. So, deal lost. If you talk to a green person in a red way, they're gone. Same thing with blue. Blue wants facts. You come with ROI and you cannot demonstrate the path step by step to that ROI, they lose you. They go, this guy is just talking. This is all subjective. They are full of themselves. This is what blue thinks of red. They are subjective, they are impulsive, they are emotional. I want an objective path and I need it modeled out in a spreadsheet, and then I will decide. So if you're red, you're probably losing people. And Casey, you are a red person. So if you are red, you are probably being too aggressive with greens and blues. Now let's continue. If you are green, you are probably spending too much time building rapport with reds. Reds don't need rapport. Cut to the chase. Tell them which market shares, which results, which outcomes, which increased competitive advantages they are gonna reach, because that's the only thing they care about. They don't care about how it works. They only care about that it works. They will decide, and then they will tell their people, sign that deal. If you're blue, you're probably drowning everyone in data before they care. When do they care? So if they're red, they care only after they know that it helps them win market shares, results, outcomes, acceleration. That's the only thing they care about. And if you get them there, then maybe they're going to take a look at the data, but only if it's a one-pager. And the rest of the data, they will tell their team to look at the data after they have already decided that they're going to work with you. Then the team would look at the data. When does green care? Green cares only if they know that you connected on a human-to-human level. Which books are you reading? Do you have kids? What do you do on a weekend? After that, green is going to connect to you, not before. They don't care before. All right, guys, this is what's in the Sprint Club. in the sales section. This is part of your pre-call plan, thinking about what kind of person is on the other side and how do they decide. So how can you help them decide, help them buy in the best possible way? This is the Sprint Club. If you want to join us 7 days for free, jump in. It's 244 of us right now in there. We are accelerating our sales, improving our marketing, and having fun, supporting each other 24/7. Casey, Andreas, hope that was helpful. And those are the typical mistakes. And if you want to join us, join the Sprint Club, 7 days free. See you on the other side. Bye-bye.